Twins, and Brad is 5 minutes older than Mitch. 2nd and 11 from the 41. Mark Hill in motion, far side. On the draw, the ball carrier Pringle, and he gets up to the 40, and that's it. Sainu brought him down.
Sainu's got some hits in there tonight on Mike Pringle that Pringle won't forget him for a long time.
Can you imagine Brad Burton talking to his younger brother and saying, look, you listen to me, I'm 5 minutes older than you are.
Respect your elders.
That's right. A little over 13 minutes left. Third quarter, 23-21. The Titans leading the Aztecs. Pringle comes in motion, near side. Speltz with time. Incomplete. Intended for Rocky Palomera. John Wesselman was covering on the play for the Aztecs. So that brings up a punting situation, so Nevin sent into the ball game by Gene Murphy. Monty Gilbreth is the deep man for the Aztecs. High snap. Nevin gets it away. Fair catch called for, and it goes over his head, and it is down at the 6-yard line. 12:46 remaining, third quarter. The score remains Fullerton 23, San Diego State 21. Cal State Fullerton 23, San Diego State 21. 33-yard punt by Nevin. No return, and San Diego State will see what they can do. On the draw, Slack trying to get outside, and he cannot turn the corner. Picks up a couple of yards up to the 8-yard line before he is pushed out of bounds by Chris Wright. Wright out of Anaheim, California. He's in his senior season, 5'10", 210 pounds. He is a big play man on defense for Fullerton. Ron Slack goes out. So does Mitch Burton. We were talking about his older brother, Brad, a moment ago. 2nd and 8 from the 8 for San Diego State. Claiborne, Jimmy Ray, and Gilbreth wide right. Wagner gets the call up the middle. Great second effort as he gets it out to the 15-yard line. Chris Wright again makes the tackle for Fullerton. Nice tackling, but I'm not so sure Chris Wright didn't want to let go there. He was kind of like a ping ball bouncing around in there. Watch Wagner cut back against the grain. You'll watch Chris Wright come up and make a good hit there. He wraps him, then kind of gets run over by his own players, but a good play by Chris Wright. Wagner can run with power. He's an outstanding breakaway type, and those are the most dangerous. Under 12 minutes to play, third quarter. A big 3rd and 1. Wagner still on his feet as he crosses the 25-yard line. First down, San Diego State. Chris Wright again in on the play for Fullerton. That's what happens a lot of times when the defense is bunched in there. Good block by number 69, Roman Fortin, there to spring Wagner. Big first down. 11 yards on the play, 1st and 10 at 26-yard line for San Diego State. Jimmy Ray wide right. Play action. McGuire, good protection. Over the middle. Almost. It is intercepted. It was deflected, and Sean Dennis caught it before it hit the ground. Sean Dennis intercepted, and Sean Forrestal was the man who deflected it for the Titans. What a great play by Fullerton defensively. Dan McGuire, he just stays right there. You can see that Forrestal reads his eyes, hits him in the face mask. But then number 4, Sean Dennis, comes in and does a great job of getting his hands underneath that ball and making the interception. So Sean Dennis doing a nice job, comes up with the interception. Play action, Speltz under pressure, and he is brought down by Todd Coombs, who we talked about at the outset. Todd Coombs, defensive end, the senior, 6'5", 245, out of Salt Lake City, Utah.
Well, that time Todd Coombs did not bite on the play action fake. He's reading Dan Speltz all the way and does a good job. Speltz pretty elusive for a quarterback, but Coombs does a great job.
Coombs broke an ankle against the Oregon Ducks last year, and he had to sit out the rest of the season. Back at defensive end after a year at outside linebacker. 2nd and 16 from the 44. Pringle in motion. Pringle makes the catch. And he is knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Cy New knocked him out.
I'm sure Mike Pringle's getting a little tired of seeing Cy New. He sees him in the middle enough.
Mike Pringle out of Mission Hills, California. Earlier in the year, he had 3 touchdowns in one game. That was against Division II Cal State Northridge. That tied a Fullerton school record for touchdowns in a single game. Mike comes in motion. Spelt steps up in the pocket, fires complete to Dill, and he is down at the 37-yard line. Tony Dill, 5'11", 190-pound senior. He is a 5th-year senior. He's a team player all the way. He volunteered to switch from quarterback to flanker and emerged as one of the top receivers last year. So Nevin into the ball game to do the punting. 4th and 9 from the 37. Gilbert deep back at his own 10-yard line. 23-21 our score. Cal State Fullerton leading San Diego State. And we have a delay of game penalty against Fullerton. 9 minutes, 49 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. I'm Jeff Witcher along with David Hum. Glad you could join us for exciting.
A dead ball. Delay a game on the offense. Penalty is refused. 4th down.
College football from Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego. Gene Murphy, head coach at Fullerton in his 10th campaign. Al Luganville, the head man for San Diego State in his 1st season. Nevin averaging 33 yards a punt. This is only his 2nd punt of the ball game. A little pooch punt. Trying to down it before it got into the end zone. And Fullerton unable to do it. So timeout here at Jack Murphy Stadium. 9:26 remaining 3rd quarter. Fullerton leading by 2. San Diego State has the football. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. McGuire throwing to Gilbreth, complete at the 24-yard line. Sean Dennis covering on the play for Cal State Fullerton.
Dan McGuire's got that big strong arm. He's really never too concerned about throwing that out pattern. They're a little bit low. Dan McGuire just needs something here to get his team going. Really nothing is happening good on either side of the ball, so they're kind of just sitting and waiting to see who can get some momentum going.
2nd and 7 for San Diego State from their own 23-yard line. Slack, the ball carrier, looking to pick up some blockers, and he gets a yard out to the 24. John Bavaro, the nose guard of the Titans, made the tackle. Slack goes out. Darren Wagner replaces him. Big John Bavaro, 6'3", 260-pound senior from Glendale, California. San Diego State with a big 3rd down play. 6 yards to go for a 1st down. The ball is on the 24-yard line. Wagner in motion far side. Quick look in to Mitch Burton, the tight end. Sean Forrestal hit him and dropped him.
Dan McGuire is so tall, he really doesn't even drop back. He just kind of stands up. Watch him stand up. And watch Sean Forrestal watch the hit. Just a super hit. Good job of holding on to the ball.
Mitch Burton did a good job of making sure that he got the 1st down yardage. 1st and 10 from the 32. Trip receivers right side. Gilbreth, Airy, and Ray. McGuire to a wide open Monty Gilbreth. A great move to the far side. He's down the sideline and he's shoved out of bounds. Sean Forrestal knocked him out of bounds. Another fine catch and run by the H-back, number 81, Monty Gilbreth. 38 yards. McGuire to Gilbreth.
Watch the catch by Gilbreth, but watch the block on the left hand of your screen. You just barely see it, but just a super block to Spring Claiborne. Good throw by Dan McGuire.
Ball on the Fullerton 30. San Diego State 1st and 10. Slack gets it to the 25. Brought down by Clarence Seiler. 7.5 to play in the third quarter.
A big play like that, everybody's sitting here waiting for somebody to do something, and that's something that can give an offense momentum. We'll see if they score here. I'm sure that's what Al Luganville would like, to just see his team have something positive happen to it on offense on this drive.
Nick Subas, the center. Baldwin and Sang, the guards. Nichols and Roman Fortin, the tackles. Slack again. Gets very close to the 20-yard line. And again, Clarence Seiler makes the stop for Cal State Fullerton. Ron Slack, the leading ball carrier for the Aztecs. He's a senior. Ron got 4 on that last play as Darren Wagner comes in to replace him. He has 36 yards tonight and a touchdown. 23-21, Cal State Fullerton leading, but San Diego State on the move. A big 3rd and 2 from the Fullerton 22-yard line. Wagner. Nice move. Breaks a tackle, and he's inside the 15-yard line. That's good for another Aztec first down.
Darren Wagner there shows the leg strength that he's got. He does a great job second effort. We'll watch again the run up the middle. Those offensive linemen just love to say, listen, we're going to run the ball, get down. There you see right, the official gets in his way. Darren Wagner to use that official as a screen there to block out some Titan players.
9-yard gain by the criminal justice major of San Diego State. 1st and 10 from the 12 for San Diego State. On the draw, Wagner again. However, he is thrown for a loss by Chris Wright. Chris Wright, from the strong safety position, doing a magnificent job for Gene Murphy.
Wagner, this is a trap play. You see he breaks this to the outside, but watch Wright in the open field does a good job of wrapping Wagner up, holding on, and getting him down.
A loss of a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the Fullerton 13-yard line. 5 minutes, 32 seconds left, third quarter. A 2-point lead for Cal State Fullerton over San Diego State. On the draw play, Slack is tackled. They didn't fool Clarence Seiler.
Clarence Seiler did a good job there of staying home and making the one-on-one tackle on Ron Slack.
Okay, old quarterback, what do you run here? 3rd and 11 from the 13-yard line if you're Al Luganville.
Well, I think what the first thing Al Luganville is going to say to Dan McGuire is protect this ball. Whatever we do, we want to come away with 3 points. But it's 3rd down and 11. Throwing the ball into the end zone was something that only your guy's going to get, but you want to come away here with points. Don't risk forcing the ball in.
We see McGuire. What might the coach be telling him?
Well, Bill Wentworth, he's probably right that. Just say, Dan, don't make any mistakes with this ball. We've got an opportunity here to go ahead in the game, to get the momentum going our way. So just protect it. Tell the guys that, you know, if we're going to go on a different count, what they have to do. Number one, take care of the ball.
There's more exciting college football on the way for you prime ticket fans. Next Saturday, 2 of the league's most exciting teams will do battle as the Arizona Wildcats travel to Eugene and take on the Oregon Ducks. Remember now, Ron Veal and Bill Musgrave, the respective quarterbacks for Arizona and Oregon, and Arizona coming off that big upset of Oklahoma. It should be some kind of a game. So make plans to join Barry Tompkins and Don Heinrich for all the action at 3:30 Saturday. It's Arizona at Oregon in the Pac-10 Game of the Week right here on Prime Ticket, the world's largest regional sports network. Big third at 11 for San Diego State. Gilbreth in motion, far side. McGuire to throw. And he completes it to Gilbreth. Monty makes a great move, trying for the goal line, and he is just pulled up short at the 1. What a great effort by Gilbreth. Sean Forrestal had to fight him to the turf.
Sean Dennis had a shot at him here. At first I thought, well, they're just throwing underneath. That's a tough play, but watch Gilbreth. He makes a great effort. Number 4, Sean Dennis, has a shot at him, can't hold on to him. There, number 59, Sean Forrestal, does a good job of keeping him from getting in the end zone, but first down.
Gilbreth 12 yards. That gives him 102 tonight. Ranked 4th in the NCAA Division I rankings. First and goal for San Diego State. Wagner. Did he make it across? San Diego State says yes. The officials have not given us a signal as yet. Remember, you have to have the football break the plane of the goal line, and he did not do it. Did not get in. Chris Wright able to make the touchdown saving tackle for Cal State Fullerton.
Let's see if Darren Wagner gets in. You figure if he's got a battle against a defensive back that he's going to break the plane in that pile. It's awfully hard.
Quarterback sneak, McGuire, touchdown, San Diego State. Al Luganville, is he happy or what? So Al Luganville wanted to at least get 3, but the big pass play from McGuire to Gilbreth, and they ended up scoring the touchdown.
And the great individual effort by Monty Gilbreth. Al Luganville says, I don't really coach positions, I coach attitude. And right there you can see how excited he was.
San Diego State is going for 2 points on the conversion. McGuire to throw, looking for Airy, and he overshoots him in the end zone. So Al Luganville made a decision to go for the 2 points. They didn't get it. We'll find out how important that decision is later on. 3:59 left, third quarter. It's now a 4-point lead for the Aztecs.
Pro 2 is a personal supplemental oxygen system that's there when you need it most. If you're serious about sports, if you want the winning edge, then you'll want Pro 2. For your 2 disposable cartridges and reusable mask, use MasterCard or Visa and call 1-800-437-1900 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $3.95 for shipping to Pro 2, P.O. Box 37771, Omaha, Nebraska 68137.
Back out here at Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego, California. San Diego State 27, Cal State Fullerton 23, and I'm still a little confused as to why Al Luganville decided to go for 2. How about you, David?
There was really no benefit to it. It would have made it 29-23 or 28-23, but now if the Titans score, if they would have gone for the extra point and gotten it, they could kick a field goal to win it, so that it really wasn't a good call.
Andy Trackus to kick off. Bob Bias has the football for Fullerton. He crosses the 25 over the 30 out to the 31-yard line. So a nice return by Bob Bias of Cal State Fullerton puts him in pretty good field position. Now Luganville has his club on top by 4. That last scoring drive took 5 minutes and 27 seconds as the Aztecs traveled 80 yards in a dozen plays. McGuire on the quarterback sneak from 1 yard out. Dan Speltz sends Palomera wide left. Hill wide right. Pringle, the lone remaining back, and a quick look into Hill, and he is tackled out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Clark Moses made the play. Johnny Walker was also over there.
Good play on first down there. After a long drive, you want to start getting things back going your way. They're just a really easy, high percentage pass, makes it 2nd down and 1. They can basically do anything they want on this down.
Mark Hill, he's durable. He's played in every game in his Titan career. He's a senior. Tonight would mark the 39th consecutive. 2nd and 1 for the Titans. Speltz again to Hill, who makes the catch and is hit immediately by Clark Moses, but they got the first down yardage.
If once is good, twice is better. But the thing that you do with that, you start setting those defensive backs up that if we're going to throw underneath, you might see that little hitch and go.
That's a play that we used to run in the street in front of my house.
Yeah, but don't miss that on the inside, though, where the guy's bringing it all the way back.
1st and 10 for Cal State Fullerton. 2:54 left, 3rd quarter. 27-23, San Diego State leading. Pringle, the ball carrier, and he doesn't get anything. Brad Burton, first man to hit him for San Diego State. Sagapolitelli was also there.
Remember that Aztec defense has seen that counter trap quite a few times, so people start to recognize it pretty quickly. Burton did a good job.
Mike Pringle for the 3rd week in a row. Over 100 yards in a game. 2nd and 11 for Fullerton from their own 45-yard line. Pringle in motion, far side. Speltz looking for Dill, and he was a little bit short on the toss. Incomplete. Clark Moses was covering for the Aztecs.
There, Dan Speltz was throwing across his body. He really didn't get his hips around. And that's one where Clark Moses picked that one off. He was off to the races.
Third down for Fullerton, 11 to go. They're 2 of 7 in 3rd down conversion situations so far tonight. A little over 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hope you're enjoying the action from San Diego, California. Little swing to Pringle. Breaks one tackle. Finally knocked out of bounds at midfield by Marlon Andrews.
The pass complete to Mike Pringle. Out of bounds at midfield. Forced down by number 9, Marlon Andrews.
Mike Pringle made John Wesselman, the best defensive player on that Aztec defense, miss him in the open field. Sure, John Wesselman felt like he was out on an island when you're there against Mike Pringle.
So a 4th and 6. Nevin to be punting from his own 35-yard line. Monty Gilbert, the deep man for San Diego State. Beautiful spiraling punt. And it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Aztecs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A 50-yard punt by the freshman sensation, Phil Nevin. Johnny Walker getting a pat on the back from Al Luganville. Al intense, and Gene Murphy, a good old guy.
Gene's out there just making sure all of his boys are happy and everybody's doing their job. And Al Luganville, he's always looking to make sure everybody's pumped up and everybody's motivated. You can just tell with the quickness that he walks up and down the field. Gene Murphy, he's been around a lot longer. He's been at Cal State Fullerton 10 years, just taking care of business.
Pitch goes to Slack, and he gets good yardage out to the 28-yard line. Russ O'Lear made the tackle for Cal State Fullerton.
Number 62, Russ O'Lear.
I think Ron Slack might have a cramp there.
It's in his left calf.
Anytime they grab that toe, it's usually a cramp. But it's really not that hot out. We'll watch Ron Slack here, and we'll watch his left leg. Nothing really there you could see. tell you, there's some of the collisions today with these guys getting bigger are just amazing.
So Ron Slack goes out. Darren Wagner takes his place in the backfield. 2nd and 1 from the 29. A little over a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. Wagner up the middle. Dave Dorff trying to throw him backwards, and the whistle blows. So they'll spot it at the 32 or 33-yard line. Dorff is big, 6'4", 260 pounds. Dorff, a 3-sport man in high school, football and baseball. That makes perfect sense to me. But the 3rd one, you would never guess in a million years. You ready? Badminton.
Imagine the overhand he had.
First down on play action. McGuire, plenty of time, good protection, but no one's open. Now he is able to complete it to Gilbreth. It might have been intended for Mitch Burton, the tight end, but Gilbreth made the catch. Chris Wright made the tackle for Fullerton.
Great job, though, by the Aztec offensive line. Mitch Burton looked like he almost got a hand on that ball, but you've got to give credit to the line. Watch how much time McGuire has. Mitch Burton did. You could see him hit it good, just like the tip drill they practice every day, and good concentration by Gilbreth.
It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 36-yard line. A 4-point lead for San Diego State. 53 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Non-conference game. Darren Wagner going wide. Now he cuts it back inside. And he gets out to the 43-yard line before he is tripped up there by Terry Tramble, one of the fine cornerbacks of this Fullerton defense. Tramble, 5'10", 170-pound junior.
Well, Darren Wagner knew he was taking that outside the minute he got the ball. It was designed to go off tackle. He saw a little crease out there and took it to the outside. He's having a good night. 17 carries for 106 yards.
Yeah, Wags said, if Pringle can do it, so can I. Time remaining, 3rd quarter, in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. First down for San Diego State. Moving from west to east here at Jack Murphy Stadium. Wagner in motion, far side. The pass is complete at the 48-yard line to Gilbreth, and he was thrown down by O'Lear, and they exchange words. Monty Gilbreth probably saying, okay, you don't have to try to put me through the ground, and O'Lear says, hey, I'll hit you as hard as I want to, Monty.
Or one of those ones, come on, man, you can do better than that. That's usually what the smaller guys say to the bigger guys.
The gun has sounded. We've played 3, getting ready for the final 15. The score, San Diego State 27, Cal State Fullerton 23.
Hi, I'm Tom Watts, owner of Downey Toyota, and I'm proud that I've been a Toyota dealer here in Downey for nearly 25 years. It's not that hard to sell great cars and trucks at competitive prices. So my personal goal is making sure that we earn your confidence in the services we provide after the sale. We've got a super body shop, a brand new service and parts facility, and both parts and service are open 7 days a week for your convenience. I'd like to have you check us out.
If you're a local business and you're looking for an effective, competitively priced advertising opportunity, one that lets you target your local customers and puts the proven power of television advertising to work for you, then I'd like to introduce you to some exciting opportunities on cable television. Give us a call at 818-796-2555 to learn more about local cable advertising. I think you'll be surprised at its affordability.
San Diego State looking for the first win of 1989, leading Cal State Fullerton 27-23. Al Luganville looking for that first win as the head coach. He was the defensive coordinator for some time at Arizona State under Frank Cush and Darrell Rogers.
I played for Frank Cush in Baltimore in 1982 with the Colts, and I'll tell you, he brought a whole new look to the game.
An underline new.
Yeah, it was amazing. That, you know, quarterbacks are used to like wearing red jerseys during the week, and went into the first practice, and I went to the equipment manager and I said, the red jerseys haven't been passed out. And he said, Mr. Cush didn't order any.
That gave you an inkling of what it was going to be like. 2nd and 5 from the 49. Handoff to Jaron Wagner. What a great move as he avoids a couple of tackles down the far side. Still on his feet and finally shoved out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. At the 16, Terry Tramble finally knocked him out of bounds.
Well, Ron Slack, the senior, starts, but Wagner is a player. Watch him cut back against the grain. You see him look upfield, breaks a tackle there. Number 28, Chris Wright has a chance. Then Dan McGuire gets down and has a good block on Mike Chappell. Super run by Wagner. Heads up play by McGuire also.
In a great position. 1st and 10 from the Fullerton 16-yard line. "14 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game. Gene Murphy hoping that his defense is up to the test now. Ron Slack in motion, far side. McGuire going to the end zone. Touchdown to Dennis Airy.
Dan McGuire showed his poise there. Dennis Airy was not his primary receiver. He does a good job. You see him look to his right. He's got a lot of faith in that offensive line. He pumps, steps up, throws a strike to Airy over Nguyen Pendleton. Good cuts by Airy, but great composure by Dan McGuire.
First touchdown reception of the season for Airy, only his 2nd as a San Diego State Aztec. Andy Trackus to attempt the PAT. If he makes it, it would give the Aztecs an 11-point lead with 14:45 remaining. He does. So it got timeout here in San Diego. And the score is San Diego State 34, Cal State Fullerton 23.
Right now, during Isuzu's Take It to the Bank sale, generous factory cash is helping people save big bucks that they can take straight to the bank.
Hi, I'd like to make a deposit. I love this bank. You never have to wait in line.
Right now, you could save big bucks on the Trooper during Isuzu's Take It to the Bank sale.
How do you get a well-equipped late-model Avis car with absolutely unlimited mileage, no matter how long you keep it? You buy it from Avis Car Sales. Avis, we try harder to make it easier. Instead of spending your weekend cutting the green, get a great weekend rate from Avis and save some green. Avis, we try harder to make it easier.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Isuzu, the first car builders of Japan. Isuzu. And by Coors. Brewery fresh, pure and natural. It's a true American original. Well, it took a while, but San Diego State got it in gear, and they now lead 34-23 over Cal State Fullerton. Pringle is deep for Fullerton as Trackus gets set to kick off for the Aztecs. 14:45 left in this football game. Pringle from the 2. Crosses the 20, and he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Brought down by David Cooper and Derek Williams.
Mike Pringle did a great job of catching a line drive kick there that kind of flutters. It's like a knuckleball, and did a great job of controlling it.
25-yard return for Mike Pringle. And for the San Diego State Aztecs, they scored on that last drive, 80 yards, 7 plays, 2:05, and McGuire to Airy, 15-yard scoring strike. 1st and 10 from the 27 for Fullerton. Dan Speltz at quarterback. Pringle in motion. Spelt's under pressure, and he's sacked inside the 20-yard line. Brad Burton comes up with the sack for the Aztecs.
Brad Burton, just a bull rush here. Dan Spelt's pretty good protection there. He's trying to throw early, but you see Burton, just the penetration he gets, Spelt's never has a chance.
Loss of 8 yards on the sack.
You can see San Diego State now starting to take control of this game. 2 good drives by Dan McGuire and his offense. Now the defense taking control.
2nd and 18. Talamera in motion. On the draw, Pringle crosses at 25. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Steve Matashevitz made the stop for San Diego State.
Well, in that time, Mike Pringle got the best of Sainu. Sainu had him wrapped up, and he got away from him. So keep going back to Mike Pringle. You go back to your guy that got you there.
Well, Al Luganville feels that with his talent, they should be able to control the line of scrimmage.
But it wasn't quite like that in the first half.
No, it wasn't at all. 3rd and 9 for Cal State Fullerton. Spelt's under pressure again, and he goes down again. And this time it's Milt Wilson, the senior from Los Angeles, California, who picks up the quarterback sack.
Number 33, not really usually a number you see on a defensive end, but Milt Wilson does a great job of getting outside and putting the tackle on Dan Spelt's.
So Nevin in to do the punting from inside his own 10-yard line. High snap. He gets it away. Gilbreth lets it bounce, and it is downed by Fullerton. 12:33 left. 34-23. Our score in favor of San Diego State.
Ball is marked on P45. 1st and 10 Aztecs.
Hi, I'm Fred Miller, chairman of the Division 1A Athletic Directors Marketing Committee. This stadium's empty right now, but it won't be for long. College sports are an important part of college life. Now you can look great and boost your favorite university's program by ordering an officially licensed t-shirt and cap for only $21.95. The t-shirt is available in white or gray with the official 2-color school logo. The premium quality embroidered hat comes in white. This officially endorsed program is available from major universities to boost and benefit their schools and their athletic program. I've got mine, and it looks great. Get your officially licensed t-shirt and cap with the school logo for just $21.95. Let's team up to support our college athletics. Here's how to order.
Credit card orders, call toll-free 1-800-634-5800 or send check or money order for $21.95 with shirt size and choice of school to University Athletic Properties, P.O. Box 706, Middleton, Wisconsin, 53562. Please allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. That phone number again is 1-800-634-5800.
We all thank you for supporting college athletics.
It's alive.
San Diego State has it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Dan McGuire all the way at quarterback. Ron Slack, the ball carrier. And he gets it out to the 47 before he is driven back, so they'll give him forward progress. Sean Forrestal and Russ O'Leary combined on the tackle for the Titans.
This is where Dan McGuire is saying to his offensive unit right now, to his running backs, to make sure they cover up the ball because the Titans will start trying to script it. Let's get down there, get us forward, and really start to try to put this game away.
Jimmy Ray wide right. Monty Gilbreth in the slot to the left. Claiborne wide left, and a fumble. Fullerton came up with it. Russ O'Leary recovered that loose football. And a big, big play by O'Leary for Fullerton with 11:54 left in the game, and they're trailing by 11.
When you probably tell your running backs to protect it, You can see here Dan McGuire never has control, but the thing that frustrates coaches most about this is probably the most basic play in football, the center quarterback snap. Here you've got a veteran quarterback, and they lose it. The snap in this situation just has to drive Al Luganville crazy.
That is the third fumble by San Diego State, and they've lost 2 of the 3. Russ O'Leary, the senior from Visalia, California, comes up with a big play. Now, will Fullerton be able to capitalize? We have an injured Aztec being helped off the field.
Damon Baldwin, he might have gotten hurt just trying to dive on that loose ball.
Russ O'Leary very happy.
We'll see if we can see what happens to Damon Baldwin. See Damon in the middle of your screen. He reaches down. Hard to see right there.
Handoff to Pringle. Gang tackle. And Pringle loses his temper.
I think Mike Pringle's getting a little bit frustrated. He had a big first half, over 100 yards rushing, and really hasn't been able to break loose at all here in the second half.
Watch Big 98, Pio Sagapolitelli just take charge, and Pringle doesn't like it one bit.
Well, this whole group runs about a 20-yard dash with him, and then you see Pringle lose his composure a little there at the end.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for Fullerton. The ball's on the 46-yard line. A little over 11 minutes to play. 11-point lead for San Diego State. They've never lost to Fullerton. This is the 4th meeting between the 2 ball clubs. Speltz to Dill. And he gets inside the 40-yard line before he is brought down by Tracy Mao and Larry Maxey of the Aztecs. Tony Dill.
The tackle by Larry Maxey and Tracy Mao.
Tony did a good job there of getting them down into 3rd down and short yardage situation, but they need to pick up this first down here with 10:41 to go in the game.
3rd and 1 from the San Diego State 39-yard line. You would think they'd give it to Pringle. He does. And Pringle hits a brick wall. He did not make it. Great defense by San Diego State. Sainu headed up the Aztec defensive charge.
We'll watch Sainu, but that's the problem with the one-back offense, that you don't have a lead blocker to take on the fullback. Watch Sainu. We'll watch him come in from the left of your picture. Does a great job of not overrunning the play. Straightens up Mike Pringle and drives him back. But when you're in a one-back set, you don't have that lead back. Mike Pringle had never had an opportunity to dive over the line.
Gene Murphy's going to go for it. 4th and 1 from the 39. This is a big, big play emotionally. Speltz drops back to throw, fires, and it's complete to Palomera. They've got the first down as he goes down at the Aztec 30-yard line. Brought down there by Clark Moses. That could end up being an extremely big play for Cal State Fullerton.
That Aztec defense had to think that the Titans were crazy on 4th and 1 to go with no backs, to send their only back in motion, but a great play by, great throw by Dan Splatz.
Speltz to Palomera, 9-yard pickup. 1st and 10 from the San Diego State 30-yard line. Plenty of time remaining, over 9 minutes. An 11-point lead for San Diego State. Speltz getting better protection. Now he's under pressure and he goes down at the 40-yard line. Todd Coombs.
Speltz brought for a loss by number 57, Todd Coombs.
Speltz, watch Coombs come from the right of your screen. Speltz had time initially, but the Aztec secondary did a good job of covering his receivers.
We mentioned that Coombs had a broken ankle, and then he bent a screw in that ankle, and he had to undergo more surgery during the 2nd week of spring drills. But he is a tough hombre. 3 quarterback sacks for Coombs tonight. 2nd and 18 from the 38-yard line of San Diego State for Cal State Fullerton. Speltz looking for Palomera, and he's got it, and he's down at the 10-yard line. Johnny Walker made the play defensively for San Diego State, but not before The Fullerton Titans have another big first down, and watch Speltz thread the needle.
You can't throw this ball any better, and watch Rocky Palomera does a great job of catching the ball, the concentration. He knows he's going to take a shot, puts the ball away. We'll watch it again from ground level. Speltz puts this right on the numbers. But Rocky Palomera knows he's going to take a hit. You see him cover it up, gets hit there by 3 Aztecs.
28-yard pass play from Speltz to Rocky Palomera. The ball is on the 10-yard line. First down for Cal State Fullerton.
Jeff, remember at halftime we said the team that was going to win this was the team that didn't have the penalties and didn't make the turnovers. Dan McGuire, the fumble on the center exchange, here gives the Titans an opportunity where they could have put the game away.
Trip receivers left side. Pringle in motion near side. Pringle's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal State Fullerton.
That's the perfect situation. The Titans were trying to put the Aztec defense in. Mike Pringle went in motion. Sainu, the inside linebacker, had to go with him. They were just trying to get a one-on-one. Watch Mike Pringle catch this ball and accelerate away from Sainu.
He simply will not be denied.
See, Sainu there never even gets a hand on him. Mike Pringle says, I'm in.
It was quite simple just watching Pringle run the ball. He would have nothing less than get to the end zone and get his team 6 points.
Took a pretty good hit right there, too.
Al Luganville says, uh-oh, these guys will not lay down. We're going to have to keep coming after him. Fullerton going for 2 on the conversion. And we have a whistle, and the play is blown dead. And it's against Fullerton. Delay of game, the call on the Titans.
Dan Speltz, a veteran quarterback. The 25-second clock is right in front of him, and he didn't see it. It's unfortunate. We'll see. They'll go forward again. It's really not. It's a bad mistake that a quarterback doesn't recognize that his clock is running out. But the good thing that happens is it gives him more field to work with, and he probably has an opportunity to run some different plays.
7 minutes and 52 seconds left in this non-conference game. San Diego State 34, Cal State Fullerton 29. And Al Luganville makes me tired just watching him move up and down the San Diego State sideline.
That's how he stays so thin, I guess.
Speltz with plenty of room, throwing for the end zone, and it's complete to Palomera for a 2-point conversion. Palomera able to beat Larry Maxey, the split safety, and it's now a 3-point ball game. We've got a wild one going here at Jack Murphy Stadium.
Well, this is Rocky Palomera's drive. He made the great catch to get him down there. They score. Now he gets the 2-point conversion. Larry Maxey has a chance, but a great throw by Dan Speltz. Again, a good catch, and Rocky Palomera took a good shot.
Well, you might want to get up and stretch for a moment, but don't go wandering off. 7:52 remaining. 34-31 Aztecs.
Treat yourself to a better buy at Betty Bailey's Bryant Honda.
I shopped around until I found the right guy, my Honda salesman, at Betty Bailey's Bryant Honda in Covina.
Quality, service, selection. Simply a great place to buy a new car. That's why I came here to Betty Bailey's Bryant Honda.
Customer satisfaction is our most important sale at Betty Bailey's Bryant Honda, Citrus Street, 3 blocks north of the 10 freeway in Covina.
Thank you.
When Rich Little takes his show on the road, Thrifty is the rental car he puts it all in.
Hey, I save money and I get respect at Thrifty. Thrifty rates are guaranteed worldwide.
Rent the new car you want at a rate you'll love at these 3 Thrifty car rental locations in the San Gabriel Valley.
That's the way it is. Thrifty, lot of car rental company.
For incredibly little.
We call 1-800-4CARS.
San Diego State has had their lead cut to a field goal. 3 points, 34-31 over Cal State Fullerton. Nevin with the kickoff. Wagner takes it at his own 8. Crosses the 20. 25 and out to the 31-yard line, and we have a penalty flag at the 36.
We got a clipping on the return. 37.
So Gene Murphy, head coach of Cal State Fullerton, and a moment ago he went for the 2-point conversion, and it worked, and the penalty may have helped them, David.
When the clock ran out, they lost the 5 yards. That gave them the room to run this play. They could not have run this if they ran it from their regular extra point placement of the ball. Good throw by Dan Speltz and a good catch by Rocky Palomaro. But again, the Aztecs, the turnover, and now a penalty. The clipping penalty moves them back. You can see they're in a little bit of disarray, and the momentum's gone over to the Titans.
Ball is spotted at the 15-yard line. San Diego State has it. First down. 7:44 left in this game. Hope you enjoyed it. Wagner still on his feet. Fumbled. Fullerton recovers the football. Sean Dennis made the hit, and Sean Forrestal recovered the ball as Fullerton comes up with another great play, and they're in tremendous field position, trailing by 3.
Well, Darren Wagner's had a great game. You can see the second effort here. He breaks the tackle of number 97, Mark Hyatt. He's still fighting. You see Sean Dennis there, and Sean Forrestal will come in and recover it. That's what'll happen a lot of times when you get that second effort.
Double tight end set from the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dan Speltz and the Fullerton Titans. A handoff goes to running back number 30, Pringle, who changed jerseys, and he makes the touchdown. Mike Pringle. So Mike Pringle had to change uniforms, but he certainly hasn't changed in his running style as he scores a big, big touchdown for Cal State Fullerton.
Reggie Redding, number 70, gets out in front and does a great job. See, there's Reggie, number 70. Watch Mike Pringle play off of his block. Pringle cuts back, does a great job, clean jersey. You wonder if the Aztecs maybe relaxed when they saw a number 30 in there.
Nevin for the PAT. It's good. That stops the clock with 7 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. Al Luganville very upset. The score, Fullerton 38, San Diego State 34. We'll be back after these messages.
Right now, during Isuzu's Take It to the Bank sale, generous factory cash is helping people save big bucks that they can take straight to the bank.
Hi, I'd like to make a deposit. I love this bank. You never have to wait in line.
Right now, you could save big bucks on the Isuzu pickup during our Take It to the Bank sale.
This is a golfer. He'll play anywhere. Golf Digest magazine helps his game anywhere he plays with instructional articles from top pros. So wherever you play, play better with Golf Digest.
Get a full year of Golf Digest for $16.77. Call 800-631-1000 now and get our free half-hour instructional video with your paid subscription. Call 800-631-1000 now.
Cal State Fullerton, who had an early lead and then lost it, has come fighting back, and they now lead it by 4, 38-34. And the play that put them ahead was this one. Mike Pringle in uniform number 30.
Reggie Redding out in front and a block on Sainu. Mike Pringle does the rest. Great run. He's had a great night.
I'll say 7 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. Fullerton trying to beat San Diego State for the first time ever. Taken a couple of yards deep by Wagner. Crosses the 20, crosses the 30, and he gets out to the 33 or 34 yard line. Finally dropped by Todd Prukop. Backup rover man for the Titans, a senior, 6'4", 190-pound La Habra native.
Good field position, but whoever was on the left side of that kickoff coverage team, there was no one in their lanes there. Wagner really didn't even need anybody out in front of him.
1st and 10, San Diego State from their own 34-yard line. Trailing by 4 now. Ron Slack gets the pitch. Gets a half yard before Sean Forrestal brings him down.
Al Luganville wants to establish his program. He lost his first 2 games. They've got a couple tough road games at Utah and Hawaii coming up, so they need a win tonight. This is also an opportunity for Dan McGuire. We've heard about what kind of leadership qualities he's got. This is a time when he really needs to show his team what kind of leader he is.
Slot left formation. Gilbreth in the slot. McGuire to throw. Plenty of time. Fires over the middle to Claiborne. Complete at the 47-yard line. And he's brought down there by Russ O'Lear and Nugent Pendleton.
Claiborne again did a good job of running that in and working back to the ball. McGuire showed a lot of poise standing in the pocket.
Claiborne lives here in San Diego, 5'10", 175-pounder. Ray Rowe, tight end, into the ball game for San Diego State. McGuire, 16 of 24 for 287 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He's been picked off 1 time. Draw to Wagner. Crosses midfield, and he's down at the Fullerton 46-yard line. Chris Wright made the stop on him.
Stop by number 28, Chris Wright.
Darren Wagner, he is so quick, has such great moves. You can see his leg strength right there as he was breaking tackles.
Wagner, with an 8-yard pickup, now has 154 yards on the night and 1 touchdown, and he's done it all in just 20 carries. He gets the call again, and this time doesn't get anything up the middle. Gary Thornton, the first man to hit him. Thornton.
So if that was an interesting call, it's 2nd down and 1, kind of a throwaway down where you can roll out or throw deep or do anything you want.
Wagner shaken up, getting up very slowly.
This is not the time of game with 5:29 left to go. You want to have your back that's been producing for you the best to go down.
So Mike Pringle has had quite a ball game for Fullerton, and Wagner has had a super ball game for San Diego State. It appears he just had the wind knocked out of him, and he'll take a breather. 3rd and 1 for San Diego State. Ron Slack, and he appears to have the first down.
On the stop, number 97, Tim Collins.
First down for San Diego State. Chris Wright brought Slack down.
2 yards
Gene Murphy.
Aztecs, first down.
Nervous time for the veteran Fullerton coach. Ball is on the Fullerton 42-yard line. Slack again. And he is tackled at the Fullerton 39-yard line. Russ O'Lear brought him down. Russ O'Lear, who transferred from College of the Sequoias. He was a JC All-American there. 6 feet tall, 230-pound senior. Very mobile. 2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line for the Aztecs. Slack set in motion to the far side. McGuire under pressure. Penalty flag, and the ball is partially blocked. Incomplete. Harold Jones putting some pressure on McGuire, and now let's see who the penalty goes against.
7 on the offense.
San Diego State.
Again, another penalty that's going to move the Aztecs back. Turnovers and penalties here in the fourth quarter have really hurt them. We'll see if we can see the hold.
Derek Sang on the right of your screen, the man who is doing the holding.
So many times, anytime you get that arm out, they're going to call holding on you. Al Luganville not pacing this time. It looks a little frustrated right now.
Some of those holding calls will come late in the game with the linemen get a little tired.
You know, when you're trying to protect your quarterback, the San Diego State offensive line, they know that Dan McGuire is going to stand in the pocket a long time and that he's not really going to scramble a lot. So a lot of times they'll do a lot of things trying to protect him.
2nd and 17 for San Diego State at the Fullerton 49-yard line. 4-point lead for Cal State Fullerton in a wild one tonight. Jimmy Ray makes the catch. And he is knocked out of bounds at the 16-yard line by Chris Wright. A great individual effort by Jimmy Ray, who was not expected to play that much tonight because of an injury.
Jimmy Ray sprained his ankle in practice on Wednesday and was doubtful for tonight, but does a great job there. Nguyen Pendleton had an opportunity to knock the ball away. Good throw also by McGuire. Big play, great catch, and good concentration by Jimmy Ray.
32 yards on that play. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. San Diego State. Wagner breaks one tackle. Head down, fighting for more yardage inside the 10-yard line. A great effort by Darren Wagner, and an appreciative Aztec crowd applauds him. Terry Tramble finally wrestled him to the Jack Murphy Stadium turf.
He bounces off the hit by Gary Thornton. This kid's, his legs are moving all the time. He's always looking upfield. He's had a great night. He might be starting here in the not too distant future.
17 of 25, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. 2nd and 3 for San Diego State. Slack trying to go outside, cuts it back inside. Short of a first down, however. Brought down by John Bavaro, nose guard of Cal State Fullerton. We mentioned Jimmy Ray with that ankle injury. They put a light cast on his ankle. He had it on a Thursday just to keep it mobile, and he had it taken off yesterday, and he's in there tonight and just made a big play a moment ago for the Aztecs. 38-34, Cal State Fullerton leading San Diego State. Just under 3 minutes left in this game. Fullerton has never beaten San Diego State. Ron Slack battling for the first down, but he may have come up short. It'll depend on the spot.
Jeff, the Aztecs are down by 4. I think they're looking at this as 4-down territory. 2:42 left. The Titans their offense has performed well here in the second half, so I think Al Luganville was saying, whether we got this on 3rd down, we're going to go for it on 4th anyway.
Well, Murphy watches as the chain gang is called onto the field to measure. First time we've had it out there all night. First down, San Diego State. Al Luganville looking for his first win as a head coach at San Diego State. Came very close last weekend. Lost to UCLA 28-25. Quarterback sneak with 2:39 by Brett Johnson turned the trick. 1st and goal. Wagner. Darren Wagner. Touchdown, San Diego State. Wagner just ran over Terry Tramble. He was not to be denied. And the Aztecs have fought from behind again as we take one more look at Wagner scoring around right in.
And the block by Derek Sang, Wagner does a great job. He runs over number 5, Terry Tramble. Super night for that young man right there.
Andy Trackus to attempt the PAT. It's no good. Trackus missed the PAT, but we have a penalty flag down, so hold everything.
at offsides on the defense.
Fullerton was offside to the dismay of head coach Gene Murphy. And Andy Trackus, well, that brought a smile to his face, and he says, I get another chance.
That just saved that young man, because it would have only been a 2-point difference, 40-38. Now he has another opportunity. With 2:34 to go, the Titans could have come back and won that with a field goal.
Now, when you have Phil Nevin, you're in pretty good position. And Fullerton has Phil Nevin. Andy Trackus, the freshman. He got a second chance, and he makes good on it. So the big touchdown by a man who's had just a great night, number 22, Darren Wagner.
Darren Wagner, watch him follow Derek Sang. Does a great job of cutting back. He runs over number 5, Tremble, to get in. Great night for that young man.
2:34 remaining in the game. It's now San Diego State 41, Cal State Fullerton 38. Wild night of college football here at Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego, California. San Diego State back out in front, 41-38 over Cal State Fullerton with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left. Trackus ready to kick off. Mike Pringle is deep for Fullerton. It's a line drive kick taken by one of the up people, who is brought down at the 35-yard line. Dion Thomas was the ball carrier. He is the backup to Pringle. And when Pringle's out there having the kind of year he's had, Thomas doesn't play much.
Well, they wanted to kick away from Pringle, but this gives the Titans good field position.
Dan Speltz tonight, 14 of 22, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he has had 1 pass intercepted. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line for Fullerton. 2:29 left in the game. Pringle in motion near side. Speltz under pressure, gets away, fires complete to Tim Burns, and it is thrown out of bounds at the 49-yard line of San Diego State by Tracy Mao.
Great play by Dan Speltz. He did not take the sack. He got positive yardage, and Tim Burns did a good job of getting thrown out of bounds. Right here, you want to stop the clock and not use timeouts if you don't have to. Speltz, a lot of pressure, rolls out. He thinks about running it, but give it to a guy that's supposed to do it. Tim Burns gets out of bounds.
12-yard pickup for Fullerton. 1st down from the San Diego State 49-yard line. Dill wide right. Calamera in motion. Markhill wide left. Pringle, the ball carrier. He gets up to the 45-yard line and then is pushed backwards. And a timeout called by Cal State Fullerton. Cy New made the tackle for San Diego State.
That leaves the Titans with 2 timeouts left. We'll see what Dan Speltz. This is a wide open offense. I don't know if you want to settle for a tie here. You'd like to throw the ball into the end zone if you can, but I think the Titans would be happy if they could tie this game. They really were underdogs coming into this game.
2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the game. The star offensively for Cal State Fullerton, running back Mike Pringle. 284 yards total offense, 4 touchdowns.
I think that'll keep him in the lead in the country for total yardage by a back. All-purpose yardage.
That's a season for some players. Darren Wagner, don't want to shortchange the redshirt freshman. He's had a magnificent night for San Diego State. Well over 100 yards. 2nd and 6 for Fullerton from the Aztec 45-yard line. Trip receivers left. Speltz. Complete to Dill, and a penalty flag down. Dill tackled at the 36-yard line. Clark Moses made the stop. Murphy wondering what the flag is all about.
We got a hold on 71 White.
So Mike Rogan caught holding.
Mike Rogan's had a great game tonight. He's done some great job on his run blocking. Watch Mike Rogan, number 71, on the left of your screen. He's got a headlock there. You can see his left arm around the neck of Milt Wilson. Good throw, though, and a good job by Speltz of stepping up.
So the penalty takes it back to the Titan 45-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 16. Clock is moving. 2 minutes left in the game. Burns, Palomera, Hill, wide right. Pringle in motion, far side. Celestine, wide left. The rush is on over the middle to Palomera. 45, and he gets down to the 44-yard line. Johnny Walker made the tackle for San Diego State. And again, a timeout called by Cal State Fullerton. That stops the clock with 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining.
That was almost a middle screen to a wide receiver. Rocky Palomaro will come underneath. Watch his offensive lineman, number 50, Tom Gang, get out in front. Palomaro does a good job, gets back downfield. 3rd down and 5 to go.
Palomero, the number 1 receiver on the Titan squad, came in with 19 catches. Picked up 11 yards on that last reception. He has 112 yards on just 5 catches tonight. And all time, he is 3rd with 77. Rocky Palomero.
You know, if they don't get the first down here, they've got 2 downs to go for it. They've got a timeout left. Now Luganville needs this win badly to establish his program.
Also, so he'll be able to get some sleep. 3rd and 5 from the San Diego State 44-yard line. Speltz, good protection, and it's patted down. Incomplete. I believe it was Todd Coombs who deflected the pass. That's right.
Intended for Mark Hill, it was wide open and would have had a chance at the first down. Watch Todd Coombs get up, knock it down. Hill was wide open. So it'll be 4th down and 5. They'll go for it.
No choice but to go for it with 1:37 remaining. 4th and 5 for Fullerton. Speltz complete to Hill. And it's a first down for the Titans. Clark Moses made the stop.
Dan Speltz showed his composure. He's a veteran. He's been around. 4th down and 5. Mark Hill right on the sideline, wide open. Clark Moses nowhere near him.
And you have to credit Hill, all good receivers, knowing where that first down marker is to make sure you have the appropriate yardage, and he did just that. An 8-yard pickup. First down for Fullerton at the San Diego State 36-yard line. 1 minute, 31 seconds left in this game. Speltz almost lost his footing. Fires complete. Again to Tony Dill. Larry Maxey made the stop.
Tony Dill made a mistake there, though. You don't want to spin to the inside. You want to spin to the outside and get outside. He kept the clock running. Good job of Speltz keeping his balance and getting the completion, but Dill has to help him and get out of bounds.
Clock is running, as you see, lower right-hand corner of your screen. On the draw play, Pringle inside the 25-yard line. Sainu, Larry Maxey combine on the stop for the Aztecs.
Good call there by Speltz. It was 2nd down and 4. If you get a first down, it stops the clock. You can see Speltz now starting to get, he's really not rushing his offense up, and there's only 56 seconds left.
3-point lead for San Diego State. They're 50 seconds away from their first win under new head coach Al Luganville. Speltz has completed 9 consecutive passes. Fires to Burns, complete. He breaks away to the 10, inside the 10, down at the 7-yard line. John Wesselman finally made a touchdown saving tackle. And Luganville and his stomach churning more and more.
What a great game this has been. Tim Burns does a great job. Watch Dan Speltz. He finds Tim Burns. It doesn't look like it'll be enough to get a first down, but Burns does a great job again breaking the tackle of Cy New. Gets down. Wesselman has to stop him. Clock still running with 21 seconds left.
Speltz looking for a receiver. And he undershoots Dill, who is covered. So a good heads-up play by Speltz to stop the clock with 13 seconds remaining.
Great game. He's got a couple chances to throw the ball in the end zone here and win it. Again, the missed extra point and the offsides down here hurt them, but a great job and great composure by Dan Speltz.
Al Luganville. It's almost like he doesn't want to look. 2nd and 7 from the 7-yard line. Fullerton. Speltz hits Hill at the 6-yard line. Time running out. 4 seconds. And Fullerton uses a timeout. Clark Moses made the stop.
That's one Dan Speltz should have just gone ahead and thrown it in the ground and stopped the clock. Now he had to burn a timeout, and he also burned some time. If you don't have somebody open right away, throw it away and save that time. Al Luganville, he knows his defense has to hold just one more down, and he's got his first head coaching victory.
Well, he's not going to necessarily get a victory because Phil Nevin is going into the game to attempt a game-tying field goal. 41-38, San Diego State. Nevin has done a magnificent job as the kicker for Gene Murphy this season. The freshman has been perfect.
I wonder if Al Luganville will take a timeout and make that freshman think about it.
We've had scoring in every quarter by both teams except Fullerton had a goose egg in the 3rd quarter. Nevin will be kicking this ball from the 12-yard line, so that will make it a 22-yard attempt. And David Hum, just as you predicted he might, Luganville calls a timeout to let Nevin think about it a little longer.
Well, a young man, really the first time he's been in this situation on this level. So you like to have the kicker think about it anyway, but when it's a youngster like that, you hope maybe he'll just think a little bit harder.
Cal State Fullerton jumped out to an early lead. San Diego State finally put it in gear, went out in front. Fullerton caught up in this seesaw battle, and now it's San Diego State leading by 3. But that's in jeopardy as Phil Nevin will attempt a 22-yard field goal in a moment with just 4 seconds left on the clock.
It really was a great game. You hate to see a game like this end in a tie.
And yet, it's almost appropriate that it does. Phil Nevin, a true freshman. You talk about pressure. Well, the kid has done it all year long. Can he do it one more time? Yes, it's good.
From our angle there, it looked like you might have pulled it left, but...
And time has run out. The gun has sounded, and Al Luganville is still without that elusive first win as head coach of San Diego State. Gene Murphy, again, depending on the kid, Phil Nevin, who pulls through and comes up with a game-tying 22-yard field goal as time runs out. The final score is San Diego State 41, Cal State Fullerton 41. Back after these messages.
Is right behind him. Spartan star Sheldon Canley is fast, tough, and talented. He's a big reason the Spartans are looking at their first winning season since 1987. Spartan Stadium.